go sweep in front and turn on and go behind. I'm sweeping up all the boom.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. And pleasure to have you with us. This is K105, and we are live on GBN TV as well. Good morning. You guys probably wondering, why am I here in the studios all by myself? Well, it seems like Missy Chrissy and I, we are tag teaming each other. Yesterday, I was out. Today, unfortunately, she's out. So you got me. So we're going to make the best out of it, all right? I hope you guys cool with that. Okay, so we're going to make the best out of it. Big shout outs and good morning to our listeners on Facebook Live. It's a pleasure to have you folks. So we're going to have fun today. We got a lot of things to talk about. We're going to talk the things. Trust me on that. Plus, we got some interviews lined up. We're going to take a look at the Groovies last night. Okay, that's the Groovy semifinals last night. All right, still searching for some updates on that. Oh, by the way, yeah, we're going to talk about that a bit later on. Okay, but hey, welcome guys. It's Good Morning Grenada. Don't forget to share the live. For those of you on Facebook, share the live, comment. We're going to get to your comments as well this morning. Welcome everyone. It is Good Morning Grenada. My name is Gary Roberts. Okay, what we're going to do right about now, we're going to take a break. We're going to come back, and hey, we're going to continue with the program here this morning because it's a beautiful looking Friday. Did I hear somebody say TGIF? Thank God it's Friday. Let's take a quick break. When we come back, we continue. It's Good Morning Grenada. Good morning to you once again.
I want you to control your anger. There's a way to feel better. That's one thing to remember. No matter where you are, you can be a star. Stop and take a deep breath and relax yourself. Take another deep breath and relax it, and relax it. Eliminate violence.
I'm a cool kid, you're a cool kid, we are cool kids, are you a cool kid?
Try all the Fruit of Cool Kids flavors. It's a whole box of fun.
I want to be free as can be.
They say that freedom is the ability to fully experience life. The GUT Credit Union is giving you the freedom to choose. Get a loan for any purpose, whether it's consolidating your debt, buying a vehicle, owning your home, back to school, or a dream vacation. We offer competitive rates with terms and payments that fit your lifestyle. Call 440-1354. Email loans@gutcu.com or visit go.gutcu.com/freedom to start enjoying your life, your money, your way. Promotion ends September 30th, 2022. Special conditions apply. More freedom, more choices. GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
No, that's not how you cross the pedestrian crossing.
Really? One day I just woke up and I saw pedestrian crosswalks on the road. No one really showed me how to use them properly.
Well, this is how it's done. You never cross before doing these things. They might save your life. First, when you get to the crosswalk, you stop. You look left, you look right. If there's a vehicle coming, you put your hand out, making eye contact with the driver, indicating that you want to cross. And only when the vehicle comes to a complete stop, you quickly cross to the other side.
Stop, look, hand out, eye contact, wait for pedestrian to cross to the other side, then you happily continue on your journey. This message is brought to you by this group of insurance companies, the Traffic Advisory Body, and the Traffic Department.
Protect yourself and our community from COVID-19. Wash your hands frequently with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. If soap and water are not available, use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer with at least 70% alcohol. Use a tissue when blowing your nose, sneezing, or coughing. Immediately discard the tissue properly and wash or sanitize your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Let's do our part to ensure that each and every Grenadian remains healthy. To stay up to date, visit the Government of Grenada's webpage or the Ministry of Health's Facebook page. For more information, contact the Ministry of Health's hotline by calling 53-VIRUS. This has been a public service announcement brought to you by the Ministry of Health.
They are the few, the strong, the elite. Grenada, get ready as our sporting gladiators go for gold and glory at the World Championships. Follow every throw, stride and jump from July 15th to the 24th. Capture the action daily on GBN television. It's the World Championships. The dream continues.
James is going to win it.
What stage of your life are you at right about now, Boise? Good morning and welcome back to Good Morning Grenada. I'm yours truly, Gary, Mr. Smooth. Let's get straight into the meat of the matter. Let's get started here this morning. And as per usual, stay close to your phones, by the way, because we'll be giving away a ticket in a short while. But let's jump inside. First of all, let's take a look at the COVID-19 dashboard. Nothing has changed since July the 18th, 2022. It still stands at, let me just make this a little bigger here. All right, 16 cases, confirmed cases, and I repeat, as of July the 18th. All right, moderately ill 2, severely ill 1, critically ill 0. Okay, so we're looking good. We're looking good. So 16 new confirmed cases as of July the 18th. What today is? Today's the 22nd. All right, so maybe tomorrow we're gonna get an update on that. Your word of the day. Let's get into that. Your word of the day is nuisance. Nuisance. It's a noun, and it's spelled N-U-A-N-C-E. N-U-A-N-C-E. Once again, nuisance. All right. A nuisance is a subtle distinction, variation, or quality in something, such as tone, color, meaning, etc. All right. So let's use nuisance in a sentence. A highly trained pilot palate is able to detect nuances in fine wine that most cannot. All right. Once again, her highly trained palate is able to detect nuances in fine wine that even most can't distinguish. All right. That's, of course, nuance, and it's your word of the day. Let's go into your thought of the day, because it's always important that we highlight something positive, and in this case, your positive thought for today is thinking positive. Positive thinking will let you do everything better than negative thinking will. And I'll repeat that once again. Positive thinking will let you do everything better than negative thinking will. That's a quote coming down from Zig Ziglar. He's a popular author. He has written a lot of self-help books. All right, do-it-yourself, positive thinking, PME books, positive mental attitude. Okay, so that's your thought for today. Once again, positive thinking will let you do everything better than negative thinking will. All right, just peeped at the time day. Time is up on me. Tell you what we're going to do. We got, of course, the riddle of the day. I'm just going to tease you with it, but we're going to take your answers after the news. No, let's jump straight into it, but we're going to let you think about it for a bit. Okay, once again, the riddle of the day. Listen closely. If 2 is a company and 3 is a crowd, what are 4 and 5? If 2 is a company and 3 is a crowd, what are 4 and 5? Okay, we're going to give away a ticket courtesy of our friends at the computer store down there in Grand Dance. The ticket that will be given away would be for Majestic Wednesday National Queen Show, July 27th at the National. Well, actually, I'm not too sure exactly where it's going to be held. I think it's going to be held at the National Stadium, but I'm subject to correction there, so don't quote me. All right, stick around. When we come back, we head straight into the news. That's the morning edition of news over on Classic, and on GBN TV, a recap of last evening's news. So stick around. We come right back. It's Good Morning Grenada. See you on the other side.
Chap convention to hit Grenada is going down on Friday, July 29th at the Stadium Car Park. Chap Fest 22. And Starboys promotion together with Stag say the race is on for a new Chap Fest King 2022. Grenada's biggest artists will be vying for the Jab crown. The place is going to shell. Look out for guest performances by top soca artists, so you know enough energy and mass. Dress code Juve style. We talking old clothes, wigs, cut up styling, overall just anything. But remember, no old oil. This is the official launch of the Juve. Get your tickets early for only $35 at GoToFed.com. Grenadian Optical, Chucky's, Curland on the Terminal, Chubby's Shop in Grand Dance, and Eddie's in Mount Gay. But you pay more at the door. All artists get registered. It's Jab Fest, July 29th, Stadium Car Park. It's going to be the biggest Jab convention ever. Jab Fest is powered by Stag, A Man's Beer, Independence Agencies Limited, Campari, Captain Harris Apartments, Boss FM, Monster, Go to Fet, We FM, Dasani Water, Coca-Cola, Wester Hall Rum, Nexio, Chubby's Bar, Archibald Distribution, Garden Plus, Trio's Auto, and Eddie's.
For all those who missed it the first time, Julian Fedon is back.
Tonight we stand our ground. Tonight we stand on the side of history.
Julian Fedon, a heritage theater production written and directed by Chris DeRiggs. Experience the conflict, the romance, the lighter moments, the drama. 3 big performances, Thursday 11th, Friday 12th, and Saturday 13th August at the Grenada Trade Center, 7 p.m. each night. Bring out the entire family and enjoy this very special experience in Grenadian theater.
Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN Television News. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines is brought to you compliments GUT Credit Union.
I want to be free as can be.
They say that freedom is the ability to fully experience life. The GUT Credit Union is giving you the freedom to choose. Get a loan for any purpose, whether it's consolidating your debt, buying a vehicle, owning your home, back to school, or a dream vacation. We offer competitive rates with terms and payments that fit your lifestyle. Call 440-1354. Email loans@gutcu.com or visit go.gutcu.com/freedom to start enjoying your life, your money, your way. Promotion ends September 30th, 2022. Special conditions apply. More freedom, more choices. GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
This is Network News for Thursday, July 21, 2022. In the headlines, police facilitate retreat for senior officers to chart future of the RGPF. Eastern Caribbean Central Bank to launch credit bureau to increase financial stability. Grand Lake awards grants to traditional mass and Rainbow City festivals. Semi-finalists in the Groovy and Soca competitions say they are stage ready. Regionally, law to decriminalize suicide to be introduced in Parliament in Guyana. Internationally, U.S. President Joe Biden tests positive for COVID-19. Plus, in the sports news, 14-member team to represent Grenada at Commonwealth Games in Birmingham. Stay with us. We'll be back after this.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also,
hello again from all of us at the Grenada Broadcasting Network. I'm Kenroy Batiste. The first in a series of retreats for senior police officers of the Royal Grenada Police Force began at the Karani James Athletic Stadium today. The goal is to brainstorm where leaders and executive members want to see the police force in the next 5 years. More in this Christina John report.
The focus areas for this year is enhancing community safety and security, building organization capacity, building organizational excellence, and I'm sure you can infer those, and enhancing stakeholder collaboration. That is the effort for this year.
Commissioner of Police Edwin Martin. The police chief said the aim of the retreat is twofold: to re-evaluate their strategic focus for 2022, making adjustments where necessary, and to improve critical skills in the areas of leadership, management, and critical thinking to senior managers within the RGPF.
Part of our strategic focus has to do with building organizational excellence, building the RGPF as an organization of excellence. We need to unpack that. We need to see what we need to do to realize that. And we need to make sure as a starter that we provide the leadership of the organization with the skill set that is required to first of all lead at a level of excellence, and hopefully that will permeate through the organization. We will also be looking at drilling down into the activities that we can create between now and the end of the year to ensure that the strategic focus for 2022 is achieved to as much as possible that we can do so.
Richard Strawn, who was one of the facilitators in the morning session, touched on the aspect of work ethics. He said with members of the force coming from different socio-economic and educational backgrounds, it is important for the force, in this case, to have one position on ethics. Today's retreat cements the need for reflection on the part of managers to decide what ethics they will be guided by.
So we covered areas like time management, organizational behavior, organization skills, productivity in the workplace. And we tied in some habit-forming techniques that could help managers think differently about how they use their team, how they organize their team, how they seek information and feedback from their team in coming up with a policy and procedure that helps them to be better managers. And of course, in turn, to help the police force as an organization to deliver better service.
Strawn was also presented with a token from the RGPF. Senior Crown Counsel Mr. Christopher Nelson focused on two critical areas: management of serious crimes and the role of the coroner. His presentation delved into the process involving the coroner and how his or her role affects the Commissioner of Police and the Director of Public Prosecution in dealing with the detection and prosecution of crimes.
Managers need to have direct oversight over investigation and prosecution. They must manage and manage from in front. Secondly, they have the cumulative experience, so they can guide the younger ones who invariably are the foot soldiers who are on the front line. So they need the benefit of that experience, so we need them more upfront, and we need a stronger supervisory role in both the investigation and the prosecution.
The police, he adds, must also be adequately prepared not only to investigate criminal matters, but to also manage cases. He highlighted areas of improvement that he thinks are necessary.
This is the age of technology. So investigation and prosecution must keep up with that. So we need more scientific evidence. We need more scientific methods of solving crime, gathering evidence, and presenting evidence.
Christina John, GBN News.
All right, this story to report now. The Eastern Caribbean Central Bank will soon launch a credit bureau to increase financial stability, reduce credit risks, and give access to borrowers. ACCB Governor Timothy Entwine says there are continuous complaints throughout the currency union about the difficulty in obtaining loans from banks despite them having excess liquidity.
Part of the reason for this is because the banks do not have a credit bureau on which it can rely to assess and price risk. If you go to all advanced economies, and even some of our larger countries in the Caribbean, credit bureaus or credit registries exist. And what we know, Shermalon, this is important, everywhere a credit bureau has been launched, credit has increased. Everywhere. Everywhere. So as you think about what we need to do in this period of recovery, coming out of the pandemic, the issue of access to credit for businesses, for households, for governments, is so important.
The Credit Bureau, according to Governor Entwine, will be officially launched later in 2022, while noting a soft launch will take place in July to begin the public education process. Meanwhile, the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank is also rolling out a payments modernization and financial inclusion initiative, as Governor Timothy Ntwine notes that there is a payment revolution that is underway in the ACCU and the wider world. He says the currency union needs to be a part of the revolution, impressing that the payment system has to work for all except illicit actors.
Right now, it's working sometimes for illicit actors, and it's not working for legitimate actors like small businesses, women and men, trying to do a trade, do a business, start an idea and move forward. The payment system has to work for everybody. That's why Dcash was launched. That is why we are modernizing the payment system. So that means a new law, payment system and services bill. That allows us to bring fintechs in. That allows us to bring digital payments in. That allows us to provide consumer protection. That's important. The old law doesn't really provide consumer protection. We want to make sure that our people truly are positioned to participate in the digital economy. And like I always say, not as merely as consumers, but as producers.
Governor Ntwine reiterates that the regulatory framework and a conducive environment will be integral to such a process.
We have to tackle issues like the cost of PayPal. That's a huge issue that we're hearing a lot about in our region. So payments is going to be very important. By the way, on this issue of payments and financial inclusion, we will be launching very shortly Financial Inclusion and Literacy Survey. And that is intended to give us a better sense of what are the needs of our people in terms of access to credit, but not just access to credit, to payments, to insurance, because all of that is part of financial inclusion, and to develop strategies and products to meet those particular needs as identified from that survey. So I want to tell you to look out for the survey, and when it comes to you, participate, because what we're really trying to do is get a better handle of how we can help you, how we can meet your needs, how our central bank can support you to be able to get on with your journey of entrepreneurship and financial inclusion.
All right, other news. Spice Mass Corporation and the St. Andrews Development Organization were the recipients of grants from Grenada Electricity Services Limited. The rest of the details in this report.
Continuing its patronage of Grenada's national cultural festivals, Grenada Electricity Services Limited, GRENLEC, has awarded grants to the Spice Mass Corporation and the St. Andrew Development Organization. These grants, provided through the GRENLEC Community Partnership Initiative, are to support the traditional Mass Festival and the Rainbow City Festival. Prudence Greenwich, GRENLEC's Corporate Communications Manager, made the presentations to Mr. Kelvin Jacob, Chief Executive Officer of the Spice Mass Corporation, and Mr. Ryan Charles, President of the St. Andrew Development Organization, this week. She expressed her company's appreciation for the work of the SMC and CEDU and other organizations in planning and executing all aspects of the festivals.
We certainly want to thank the Spice Mass Corporation for keeping Grenada's traditions and culture alive through the traditional Mass Festival, and we are happy to be back on board, and we really want to wish you all the best. We want to thank the masqueraders and all of the other sponsors for Carnival, and of course after a 2-year break we're looking forward to a bumper Carnival.
Among the priorities of the GRENLEC program, preservation of culture and heritage feature prominently, with annual allocations to the major festivals. Mr. Ryan Charles, President of CEDU, stressed the need for corporate partners' assistance to execute the festivals.
We need to have contributing partners, contributing parties, so we can do that. We reach more persons like you come on board, so that we can try to immortalize our culture, try to do it in a way to preserve what little is left of it, as you know that most of the time it is dying out. During this pandemic, obviously, it has taught us that there are things that we can live with and there are things that we can live without, and also taught us how to be resourceful as a people. So with that in mind, I want to thank you once again for partnering with us to make that possible, to make that dream come true for the people of St. Andrews.
Calvin Jacobs, Spice Mass CEO, noted with thanks that after an absence of 2 years of carnival activities, Grenlec is a welcome partner in the revival of Grenada's cultural traditions.
All right, so on behalf of Spice Mass Corporation, I'd like to say a special thank you to Grenlec for coming on board with us to continue to support our culture, support Carnival, and especially in the aspect of traditional mass, coming back to be on board with us to bring back the traditional mass festival to Grenada and to St. Mark, specifically where it actually originated. We are indeed happy that you are on board with us, and we look forward to continued support and continued participation with us for all of the events of Spice Mass 2022.
The Traditional Mass Festival will be hosted at Victoria St. Mark on Saturday, 23rd July 2022.
Tired of changing your baby's clothes? We have the perfect solution. Sleepy Denim Diapers, giving you that fashionable denim look throughout the day with the same soft touch. Look cool, look hip, rock in style with Sleepy Jeans.
Distributed by Sleepy Diapers Grenada Limited, Loafers Lane, St. George, and available at shops and supermarkets island-wide.
Grill Master invites you to its new dining experience. Middle Eastern grill food, appetizers, salads, and Grenada's finest local cuisines. Join us for local breakfast, lunch, or dinner. At Grill Master, dine and feel the aroma of Middle Eastern spices blended with fresh local herbs and spices. Taste and feel the Caribbean mixed with Damascus and Beirut cooking styles. All Middle Eastern menu items available for free delivery. That's right, free for Middle Eastern menu orders over $50. Delivery available throughout St. George's every day, including Sunday and public holidays between 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Book your table or place your free delivery order at 439-3737, 439-7733. WhatsApp number 423-3737. Caribbean, Middle Eastern cuisine, so tasty. Grill Master, second to none.
After 2 years of no mass, no bacchanal, and no vibe, are you ready to be thrilled again? Well, get ready for Amazing Colors Monday Night Mass. And this year will be the most amazing return ever. Amazing Colors presents Trilogy. Wanna play Monday Night Mass? Then it's easy. Call 415-6174. It's Amazing Colors Trilogy. Unlimited drinks all night. It's Amazing Colors Trilogy. Monday Night Mass. It will be amazing.
State-of-the-art Ultratech gasoline and diesel, available only at Rubis stations.
Grenlec Community Partnership Initiative, supporting education.
The project for our school is the expansion of the school feeding department and home economics department. Our previous kitchen area has been very small and sometimes it became congested. Therefore, we would like to say a heartfelt thank you to Grenlec for partnering with us in ensuring that we improve the quality of education that we provide here at River Sally Government School.
Grenlec, energizing our community.
They are the few, the strong, the elite. Grenada, get ready as our sporting gladiators go for gold and glory at the World Championships. Follow every throw, stride and jump from July 15th to the 24th. Capture the action daily on GBN television. It's the World Championships. The dream continues.
James is going to win it.
GBN's broadcast of the 2022 World Athletics Championship is made possible by Royal Horizon and Quick and Easy Paper Towels, Republic Bank, Demerara Mutual Life, On the Spot Hardware, National Lotteries Authority, Grenlec, Grenville Credit Union, Jediah Pharmacy, Antillian General Insurance, Kenny's Trucking, Spice Isle Imaging Center, Grenada Cooperative Bank, Grenada Tourism Authority, Hubbard's, Hills and Valley Pharmacy, Guardian General Insurance, Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority, Hard-On Plus, the Ministry of Social Development, Gravel Concrete and Emulsion Production Corporation, Sol EC Limited Grenada, and Western Union.
You know, one day I woke up and, you know, they painted a set of pedestrian crossing all along the streets. You know, nobody told us how to use that thing properly.
I know how.
You're serious?
Every safe, good driver knows about these things. As a driver, you have to be very attentive. You know you're coming up close to a pedestrian cross, you start slowing down immediately, looking to see if there's any pedestrian on the side getting ready to cross. If there is, you stop on the line that is a certain distance before the crosswalk. Then you would see the pedestrian put their hands out, looking directly at you, indicating that they are going to cross. And only when you have come to a complete stop, that is when they will quickly and safely cross to the other side. And then you continue happily on your journey.
Stop, look, hand out, eye contact, wait for pedestrian to cross. Then you happily continue on your journey.
This message is brought to you by this group of insurance companies, the Traffic Advisory Body, and the Traffic Department.
Of germs that can make you and others sick. Cover your nose and mouth with a tissue when you cough or sneeze. If you don't have a tissue, use your elbow. Wash hands often, especially after coughing or sneezing into a tissue.
Small business and would like your business to grow? Do you have an event, products or services that people should know about? Be wise. Advertise. Book your spot on GBN Shopping Guide. Be part of Grenada's biggest advertising medium, the Grenada Broadcasting Network. Call our sales department now on 440-2446 or 440-3033 or GBN plus the number sign. Email us at sales@gbn.gd. Special conditions apply.
back to Good Morning Grenada, and before we get into our interview this morning, we're going to chit-chat with the rep from Grand Lake in a short while. But we've got the giveaway this morning, courtesy of our friends at the computer store. We asked the question earlier on. Let me pull it up. Hold up. We asked the question earlier on. If 2 is a company and 3 is a crowd, what are 4 and 5? So I would like to head to the phone lines right about now, and hopefully we got a winner this morning. So let's go straight over to the phone line. Where is my phone line? Good morning. Hello. Let's see here. All right. I'm going to see if we can sort out my operations here. All right. No luck thus far. Good morning. Are you there? No one's there. All right. I'll tell you what. Let's keep that in mind. We're going to get back to that in a short while as soon as I rectify this little hiccup right here. Let's have a chit-chat right now. All right. Once again, it's Good Morning Grenada. I'm yours truly, Gary, Mr. Smooth. This morning we have here in the studios with us, we have, of course, a rep from Grand Lake, and we'll be talking about the... well, I'll let him explain what we'll be talking about. Let's welcome Damian McQueen, Assistant Customer Services Manager from Grand Lake. It's been a while.
Good morning, Gary. Good morning, Gary. Good morning to the people of Grenada, Carriacou, and Peter Martinique. A very special good morning to the management and staff of Grand Lake. It's a pleasure to be here this morning. Pleasure to be back after 2 years, Gary. 2019, I was here having this same discussion.
Yeah.
Now, you know that Spice Mass was cancelled, was suspended because of COVID-19 for the last 2 years. And we at Grand Lake, we're happy to be back. We're delighted to be back to share this wonderful program in which a lot of our Grenadian customers can actually benefit to. Spice Mass The Return 2022, and we at Grand Lake, as I said before, we're ready to play our part to ensure that we have a very successful and enjoyable Spice Mass for 2022.
All right. So what is the temporary festival connections?
Now, as it says, a temporary festival connection is basically a connection for the carnival. Yes,
right.
We aim to target vendors and other service providers who will need an electricity connection for the carnival. Yes, it's important to note that this connection is only for the days of Carnival. So Carnival, Monday and Tuesday would be the days that this promotion is carded for. Now, one cannot access this particular initiative before the days of Carnival or even after. So it's important to note that customers, this program is only catered for the days of Carnival, which is the 8th and the 9th of August.
Right. So every year Grand Lake advises a deadline by which applicants must submit for temporary festival connections. You've just explained what is a temporary festival connection. So how can customers apply?
No, Gary, I always say it's a very simple and straightforward process. Now, persons may think that is a bit cumbersome and difficult, right? So this morning we would use some time to walk through the stages step by step, right? Now, the first thing that the customer needs to do is have a licensed electrician. Yes, complete what we call an application for an inspection form. Yes, for every service required. Now, if a vendor will need to have 2 services for that particular initiative, then 2 application for inspection forms need to be completed. Yes. Now, the second step is that the customer, the applicant, need to present this application for inspection form to the government treasury office and pay the required fees. Now, how much the customer will pay is based on 2 things: the quantity of connections and the type of connections as well. Yes, so the fee structure would be available at the government revenue office where the customer will actually go and pay the inspection fees.
Okay, are you at liberty to let us know what are some of the costing related to that?
Well, I cannot say at this particular point. As I said, that customers would be able to get those costings when they visit the government treasury office to make those payments.
All right. Carnival would be pretty much, we're looking at probably the 8th and the 9th, and would it be specific to those days?
Yes.
In terms of the installation?
Yes, specific to those days. We're going to talk a little bit more about the process and when connections would be a little bit later in the interview.
Right.
But I really want to point out as well that in terms of the step, I really want to get the step correct and clear. Yes. So after the payment is made at the government treasury office, the customer now needs to submit the application for inspection form to the electrical inspectorate units within the Ministry of Works. That's the ministerial complex. Yes. Now, once that has been completed, the customer is now ready to approach Grenlec to complete the application process.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, we advise customers as well to make an appointment because we're still in the days of COVID, so we really want to manage the flow of customers in and out of the office. Yes. What we will need at Grenlec, we will need the application for inspection form, right, that you would have presented to the electrical inspectorate unit. We also would need as well a copy of the payment receipt that you have gotten from the government treasury office.
Right.
Yes. Customers will also need to present to Grenlec the ID. Right. Also as well, complete the necessary forms at Grenlec, and that will conclude the process.
Good. Okay. So I'm a vendor. I want to set up a nice little booth somewhere.
Yes.
Sell some drinks and things.
Yes.
Fry some food, some chicken, and
correct.
Fish and them kind of thing.
That's correct.
So I want to set up a nice little lighted area.
Yes.
Right. So the process seems to be quite involved, but you're saying it's not that complicated, right?
Not that complicated.
First of all, I need to go to the ministry.
Right. The first thing is you get your licensed electrician to complete the form.
Yes. So
yes,
the licensed electrician has to complete the form.
Yes.
All right. Then you carry to the
to the government treasury office.
Carry to the government treasury office.
Make the payments.
Make the payment. That's a one time.
Yes.
One time thing.
One time.
All right. You get it right back.
You get it right back.
Right. You don't wait until the day before.
No.
To say, hey, Grenlec, here's my proof of payment.
Yes.
Set them up.
Yes.
So how far in advance?
So all in all, it's a good time to actually start. Right. Now we're less than 2 weeks away from the carnival season, or the due date in particular. We advertise that the due date would be the 4th of August 2022. That's Thursday. So we're just a little bit less than 2 weeks away from that particular date. So we advise customers to start the process now. Now's a good time to start the process. Don't wait until the next week and then you're rushing. Rushing to book appointments, rushing to come into Grenlec and submit the necessary documentations. So all now is a good time to start the process. Give yourself enough time to pace yourself to ensure that you have all your documents and all the steps covered to submit and to get your connection on time, right, on the 7th of August 2022.
Okay, great. All right, so now you've had it, family. For those of you vendors out there planning to set up stall, you have to go through the process. It's no washy-washy, grab something from over there, and you have to go through the right process, all right? Now, any additional information would you like to share with us regarding the temporary festival connections?
As it is, Gary, I would like to speak about fees, right? Yes, there will be a cost associated with this connection. It is $230. Basically, it's a cost that was there from long time, since 2019 as well.
So that hasn't changed?
That hasn't changed.
$230
EC dollars.
Right.
Now this cost includes the service charge, the VAT as well, and also whatever usage the customer will have during the time of the connection. It's important to know that there will be no additional cost, no additional charges applied to the account. Once you pay the $230 EC dollars, that is it, Gary.
That covers usage?
Usage as well.
Okay.
So whatever you use during that particular time, you know, it's covered like within the $230 EC.
Okay, wonderful. Hey man, I want to thank you for being here with us and sharing this very vital bit of information to our viewers and listeners with regard to setting up shop for the carnival season. And from all indication, it's going to be an enjoyable one.
Yes.
All right. So
let me just add one last thing, Gary. As relates to the timeline, the deadline, I want to really advise customers that the 4th of August 2020.
Oh, that's the cutoff time?
That's the cutoff time.
Oh.
The Thursday, the 4th of August. Right. We also want to say as well that connections will actually start at the 7th of August at 12 noon. The electrical inspectorate unit would be inspecting the different booths, and Grenlake will be connecting at the same time. Yes, we want to ensure that all the requirements are in place, so when we get there, to avoid any such delays. Yes, we advise customers about that. Also as well, in terms of disconnections, this is an automatic process. The customer needs to do nothing. It's just that the last day of the festival, Grenlake would be starting the disconnection process and removing the meters and cable from midnight, the last day of the festival.
All right.
We really want to use this opportunity as well to advise customers that any more information that they will need or they can visit our website on www.grenlake.com, or they can call 440-2650 for any additional information.
Yeah, just give them that number once again.
440-2650 or 440-2097 for any additional information. We also want to use the opportunity as well to encourage customers to partake in the activities of the carnival. You know that Grenlake is a sponsor of the traditional mass tomorrow Gospel up in Victoria. So please go there and support all the activities for Spice Mass 2022. And we at Grenlake wish everyone a safe, a blessed, a productive, and enjoyable Spice Mass 2022.
All right, Damian McQueen, Assistant Customer Service Manager at Grenlake. So you're playing a wicked job?
Yeah, I'm not sure as yet. To be decided.
Thanks a lot for sharing this information with us. We trust that, of course, now our listeners and prospective vendors out there, can do the right thing as they get ready, as we all get ready for Spice Mass 2020. When we're buying food, I think we don't want to be buying food on that dark shed. You understand? So make sure you get lit up. And of course, Grenlake is here to do that for you through their temporary festival connections. So apply today and get the process and get the ball rolling. All right? Hey, man. As always, thanks a lot for joining us. Okay, that's it, family. I'll tell you what, I've got the little kink sorted out with regard to your phone calls. We are still giving away a ticket for, of course, Majestic Wednesday, the National Queen Show, all courtesy of our friends at the computer store. I've sorted that out. Hey, it's my first day rolling solo inside of here, so you have to appreciate me having to get my fingers around some of the technical, push and shoves and buttons and so forth and so on. Not important for you to know, but nonetheless, thought I'd put that out there. We come right back. Don't go anywhere. It's Good Morning Grenada.
WeatherGuard Pro. For every project, there's only one Pro.
Total is one of the world's largest oil companies with a top quality line of lubricants. Total Lubricants has a full product line from passenger cars, motorcycle, heavy industrial equipment, mining, trucking, agriculture, and manufacturing machines and vehicles. Total Lubricants, winning championships in motorsports, including Formula One and World Rally Championships. Total Lubricants are available at all Rubis service stations, leading automotive shops, and distributed by Huggins.
Affordable quality products products delivered to you via Superb Service. We are Superb Distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegro pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
After 2 years of no mass, no bacchanal, and no vibe, are you ready to be thrilled again? Well, get ready for Amazing Colors Monday Night Mass. And this year will be the most amazing return ever. Amazing Colors presents Trilogy. Wanna play Monday Night Mass? Then it's easy. Call 415-6174. It's Amazing Colors Trilogy. Unlimited drinks all night. It's Amazing Colors Trilogy. Monday Night Mass. It will be amazing.
They are the few, the strong, the elite. Grenada, get ready as our sporting gladiators go for gold and glory at the World Championships. Follow every throw, stride and jump from July 15th to the 24th. Capture the action daily on GBN television. It's the World Championships. The dream continues.
James is going to win it.
GBN's broadcast of the 2022 World Athletics Championship is made possible by Royal Horizon and Quick and Easy Paper Towels, Republic Bank, Demerara Mutual Life, On the Spot Hardware, National Lotteries Authority, Grenlec, Grenville Credit Union, Jediah Pharmacy, Antillian General Insurance, Kenny's Trucking, Spice Isle Imaging Center, Grenada Cooperative Bank, Grenada Tourism Authority, Hubbard's, Hills and Valley Pharmacy, Guardian General Insurance, Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority, Hard-On Plus, the Ministry of Social Development, Gravel Concrete and Emulsion Production Corporation, Sol EC Limited Grenada, and Western Union.
We are back, and it's Good Morning Grenada. Quickly, let's go straight to the phone lines. I think I've sorted out the issue here this morning. Good morning to you. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, good morning. How you doing?
I'm okay.
All right. And you calling for what this morning, might I ask?
The riddle.
Oh, that's what I thought. All right, the riddle this morning, guys. Let's return in case you thought I forgot you. If 2 is a company and 3 is a crowd, what are 4 and 5? And your answer is
9.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
How did you figure that out?
Well, you just had it up.
Oh man, 1 ticket to Majestic Wednesday National Queen Show is all yours. That's on July 27th. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You excited about that? You excited about that?
Well, not really.
Yeah, so you're going to get somebody else a ticket, right? So you're not going to.
Yes, not really, but I like riddles.
Oh, you like riddles. All right. Mm-hmm. So tell you what, I hope the person that you give the ticket will actually go to the Queen Show and would enjoy it. It's on the 27th, and that person, well, you're going to collect your ticket from the computer store down there in Grand Anse. All right?
Okay.
Okay, give me your name.
Well, my name is Olive Gilbert.
Olive Gilbert. All right. So Olive, you'll have to go collect the ticket so that you can present ID and everything. All right.
All right.
All right, Olive. Congratulations, and you are the winner here this morning.
Thank
Have
you.
a blessed day, and thank you for Plug It On, Art, and of course Classic 105. And that's absolutely correct. If 2 is a company and 3 is a crowd, what are 4 and 5? The answer is quite simply 9. Okay. All right, so we're moving on here in the morning time. The Groovies was last night, and I was hoping to have a few clips from the Groovies last night. So naturally, the best place to go would be the Spice Mats Corporation. And I went to their Facebook page, as I would typically do, to see if I can pull up a few of the clips from last. There was nothing. Zip nada. So as it is right about now, family, I have no knowledge of what took place last night in terms of the results. Does anybody have the results from last night that they can share with us? Does anyone have the results from last evening they can share with us? The groovy semis went down last evening. Tonight, it's going to be the power soaker. All right, semis. The number here is 435-2041. Or maybe you don't have the results, or probably you were. I'm not too sure if the results were given last evening, for that matter. Anyone? Someone? No one? You guys gonna leave me just to figure this out on my own? All right, fine, no problem. So, speaking about the carnival, we've got well, I think we might have mentioned it yesterday. NLA injected $1 million into SMC. So, good news for SMC. Good news for the Spice Mass Corporation. All right, and I know a lot of the soca artists is saying, where is we 100,000 then? Where is we 100,000? We want the prize to increase. You know what I mean? A lot of soca artists, notably Boise, because he's been quite vocal about this, decided to sit out. 100,000. All right. Now we are learning of NLA's injection into the SMC. Well, we applaud NLA for that move, and we trust that the money is definitely going to be spent wisely. On top of that, Grenlick, we just had a rep here discussing, of course, the festival connections where you can get set up for lighting. Grenlick has provided grants for Spice Mass and, of course, the St. Andrews Development Organization. So another noteworthy contribution from, of course, the stakeholders out there. This time we have Grenlick stepping forward to ensure that Spice Mass is, taken care of. So kudos to Grenlick with regard to that. In fact, we got a clip. We're going to go to that clip where, of course, speaks about Grenlick's grants, not just to the Spice Mass Corporation, but also to the St. Andrews Development Organization. All right? So we're going to go to that clip. We don't have that clip? Okay. All right, fine. All right, that's all right. So we're gonna forgo that for now. Last evening, family. Let's go to sports. Last evening, Anderson Peters did his thing. Would you believe it? He threw last evening. And according to folks who saw that event, I didn't, but I was told that he just casually threw 89. He just casually threw 89. To qualify, you have to throw at least 83. He did 89.91, almost 90. Grenadian Anderson Peters is now advancing to the finals in javelin. So kudos to Anderson. And we definitely will be looking out for him. Later on, however, Lyndon Victor, today is actually that's on Saturday. That's on Saturday. Lyndon Victor would be doing his thing in the decathlon. So we wish him all the best. So, hey, we are well represented, you know. We are well represented. But however, all eyes are glued to their TV sets later on this evening. Kirani James, ladies and gentlemen, will be running in the finals. This is going to be a big one. This is going to be a big one. He's got some big guns in there with him. All right? Quite notably, the South African. All right, Wade van Nurk, I think is his name. All right, he would be running in that finals. So he's got his work cut out for him, He definitely got his work cut out for him, and we wish him all the best. And we're speaking about none other than Kirani James. That is going to be at 10:35 later on this evening. So again, Kirani James, he will be doing his thing, and we can't wait for that. All right, so it's Good Morning Grenada. Once again, yours truly, Gary, Mr. Smooth, and we are live on GBN TV, Facebook. Hey, don't forget, if you are viewing us on Facebook, to share the live. Unfortunately, I am inundated here, so I may not be able to get to your comments as I would like. All right, so we'll get to that shortly. However, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we have another giveaway as well, but we also will be talking some more with regard to Spice Mass. So stick around, family. Once again, it is Good Morning Grenada. Stay with us.
Morning. You could sit.
Vaccine safety is always a top priority. Like other vaccines, the COVID-19 vaccines being developed have been through the same trial phases and rigorous process required for all vaccines. Global efforts on the development of the vaccines are built on existing research from previous coronaviruses like MERS and SARS-1. As COVID-19 vaccines are approved for their broad use in the population, be reassured that they will continue to be monitored to identify any adverse events. Your safety is our top priority. Vaccines bring us closer. Choose to get vaccinated.
My granddaughter.
Vaccine safety is always a top priority. Like other vaccines, the COVID-19 vaccines being developed have been through the same trial phases and rigorous process required for all vaccines. Global efforts on
A little taste of Ronnie J with Marshall Montano. It's called Madhouse. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Welcome indeed. It's Good Morning Grenada. Yes, truly, Gary here with you. And sitting in solo this morning, in case you're wondering, Missy Chrissy, a little bit under the weather. So she'll be back on Monday, God's willing. Get well fast, Missy. We can't afford to have you down. You know, you've got quite a bit to do this carnival season. You got your mass band, you got upstage TV and all of that stuff to take care of. All right, we have in the studios here with us, of course, Heritage Theater and the man himself, Mr. Chris DeRiggs. How are you doing? Welcome to Good Morning Grenada. You know, stranger to Good Morning Grenada. Welcome once again. How is Carnival treating you, man?
Well, first of all, good morning, Gary. Thanks for having me. And I look forward, like I suppose many people, to the carnival after the big break, you know, and there's so much pent up demand. A lot of people been looking forward to, you know, vent, and so I think it's going to be an explosion of creativity that was suppressed. So I'm excited about, you know, what's going to happen on, especially those 2 days, the 8th and 9th.
Good. I'm also excited to hear about, of course, Fedon coming back again. Let's talk about that. What's the impetus behind the whole drive behind the show and bringing it back again?
Okay. Well, when we staged the play the first time, it proved to be an unqualified success. You know, the crowd support was tremendous. The actors, you know, reached a new threshold in terms of, you know, representing characters and living in character. And we had a big cast of actors, 15 persons, including people who were not on stage in any previous significant way, and so on. So it was a revelation in terms of what is possible in Grenadian theatre. It is a historical drama, and it focuses on the period 1763 to 1795. It's an important chapter in Grenada's history in our march to independence. And 1763 represented the time when it was the end of the 7 Years' War between Britain and France. And it was at the treaty which ended the war, the Treaty of Versailles, Grenada became British for the first time after more than 100 years of French rule. So it was a coming together of a number of important issues. The struggle by the 28,000 enslaved Africans in Grenada at the time for their freedom. The pushback by the French settlers against British political control and economic dominance. And then there were some religious aspects of it, a conflict between the Catholics, the French Catholics, and the British Anglicans. So a number of these factors came together and resulted in the Federal Rebellion in 1795. And I have friends who've been researching and documenting this whole Federal experience for years. And the feeling was that, Grenadians need to know their history and need to understand that important period. So we decided to do a historical drama.
Let me ask you a question, because Fedon is for me, one of the most intriguing and captivating figures during that time in our history. How much details you think you might have gotten into as far as Fedon and his legacy and his history is concerned? Would you say you guys got in really deep? What would you say to that?
Well, we had to go deep. But the
or you just scratched the surface?
Well, no. We had to go deep, but the challenge that people who write historical drama face is how do you go deep, but
condense it.
How do you capture the essence of what the story you're trying to tell? And but in terms of depth, we were able to throw the spotlight on the early childhood of Julian Fedor.
Oh, nice.
We know that his father came from Bordeaux in France in 1749. We know that he passed through Martinique on his way to Grenada, and he married a woman called Brigitte. They came to Grenada. They had 8 children, and Julian Fedor had a number of brothers. And in fact, it's a curious thing that 3 brothers married 3 wives, 3 sisters. Okay, so there's that kind of detail that comes out, that which you wouldn't see in a history book in general, which makes important. It's like living color on historical facts. When you read a history book, sometimes you look about. When I study history, I study about how much sugar was produced, how much coffee was produced, how much estates and they were at a certain time. But this is what people want to see: real life, living situations, and so on. So we try to get the interesting human interest aspect of it out while not going into too much detail so as to bore and confuse.
There is a controversial element of his time as well. Did you guys get to capture that, or you just keep it on the?
Which aspect? He had a controversial life. Which one did you speak? You think
well, a lot of people said that the rebellion was more about pleasing the French, and it wasn't so much about emancipating or freeing the blacks, the slaves.
Okay,
I'm sure you would have picked that up.
Well, none of us had the fortune of going into Fedor's mind. But we look at what he did, and it helped us to understand where he might have been coming from. I try to portray him as a real human being, not as some kind of abstract hero. With like you see a bust on the wall or a big photograph of a man, and you see, but that was a real man. He had urges and needs. He had fears and aspirations. He was a real human being, and so I try to bring that out and to bring out his human flaws. For example, he had a brother called Jean-Pierre. Jean-Pierre was killed in a battle with the British. And the feeling among the historians, people like Dr. Curtis Jacob, who has done the most extensive research on this particular, and I owe a debt of gratitude to him and my brother Anthony Wendell Riggs, who have helped me to research and encourage me. But when Fedor's brother Jean-Pierre was killed, the assertion that is made by some historians is that he flipped. Blood is thicker than water.
Well, he went on the dark side?
He went on the dark. You saw Game of Thrones? Right? He went dark. And it helps to explain why he executed 48 British citizens on the mountain.
That was on the mountain?
The Camp of Death, which is up on, Belvedere, Fedor Camp. But how much of it was altruism and a genuine desire to free the slaves? And how much was self-interest? I think history is made sometimes when self-interest and common good find a connection. You see? So in the case of Fedor, I think you had a connection of the two. On the altruistic human good side of it, Fedor, there was a rebellion in France in 1789, the French Revolution, and liberty, justice, equality, fraternity. These were some of the watchwords and mottos of these radicals, these Jacobins in France. And Fedor was named Commandant General of the Republic of France in Grenada. So he was regarded as a representative of the French Revolution, and the French Revolution represented social progress. I mean, there was some dark sides about they invented the guillotine, and they executed a lot of people, including Marie Antoinette and the king.
Invented the guillotine.
Yeah, and I think the man who invented the guillotine also, his leg went. He They try it out on him, you know.
Speak about dying by your own sword, right? All right, give us the dates.
Okay, it is the weekend after Carnival. Friday the 12th, Saturday the 13th, and Sunday the 14th. At 7 p.m. on all occasions, and at the Trade Center. It's an opportunity to see, you know, history unfold in an exciting way. And the actors all decked off in their 18th century costumes. It's a beautiful, it's very pleasing to the eye to see, you know, what's unfolded on stage with the beautiful costumes and the sets and so on. So that's the experience in Grenadian theatre. People are going to come here in the thousands, and obviously they come for family reunions, alumni reunions, like in the case of Presentation Boys College, and GBSS has and I'm an alumni in GBSS. I know which school you go to, yes. Don't tell me if it's not GBSS. Yes, and so they come in for these alumni things, and then you have people coming just to visit and reconnect with their families, and of course some are coming for the celebrations. But we want to offer them a more comprehensive Grenadian coming home experience. And so on the weekend after Carnival, you know, after they go to all the soca and, you know, maybe the cruises and so on, some of them might want to do something different, because there's often an empty period after, not enough activity. And as you know, people mustn't leave Grenada with money in their pocket. You see what I'm saying? So they must come and support all that we do. And so that's why we offer them an alternative to some of the things they would have done previous to the Carnival, Monday and Tuesday on that weekend.
Good. I think it's a nice meltdown after Carnival relief, if you will. And you know, someone contacted me a few weeks ago, Chris, and they asked about someone from the diaspora, and they asked if you guys have anything for them, if you have anything planned.
Right.
He spoke specifically of capturing this play on DVD. Is that something in the making? Or?
Well, we have actually filmed it in the theatre. And the editing is virtually completed. So it is something that will be available, maybe paid per view and so on. But we want to do a full run in the theatre before we actually put it out there in social media.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, man, I think we've covered it all. Thanks a lot. Ticket cost, I'm not too sure if you touched on that.
Well, the tickets is still $50. Children under 13, we have price at the door. And we ticket outlets at Gittins Health and Wellness at Wall Street, the pharmacy there. Mitchell's Pharmacy also, Treebees downtown St. George's, Treebees Shoe Store, as well as Art and Soul Bookstore. And they can call me, right, 407-3596, and I can direct them further in terms of how to get tickets. So we're ready. And we're looking forward to this.
Good. Chris Derriggs, it's a pleasure having you as always. I am really looking forward to that show. Like I said, one of my favorite figures.
Yes.
All right, and I would love to be a part of the play. I saw snippets of it through commercials, and I thought you guys captured the person of Fed on pretty well too.
Yeah.
You know,
Sam Ogilvie is doing a tremendous job with the role of Julian Fedon.
Yeah, man. Well, Sam, big up yourself, and until next time, all the best.
Thank you, man.
Good stuff, man. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been speaking to Chris Derriggs from Heritage Theatre, in particular the show that will be going down right after Carnival. Hit us up with the dates once again.
12th, 13th, and 14th of August. Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
That's right. So make sure you be a part of it, family. Let's take a quick break, say goodbye to Chris, and we'll be right back. It's Good Morning Grenada.
those who missed it the first time, Julian Fedon is back.
Tonight we stand our ground. Tonight we stand on the side of history.
Julian Fedon, a Heritage Theatre production, written and directed by Chris DeRiggs. Experience the conflict, the romance, the lighter moments, the drama. 3 big performances, Thursday 11th, Friday 12th, and Saturday 13th August at the Grenada Trade Center, 7 p.m. each night. Bring out the entire family and enjoy this very special experience in Grenadian theatre.
Vaccine safety is always a top priority. Like other vaccines, the COVID-19 vaccines being developed have been through the same trial phases and rigorous process required for all vaccines. Global efforts on the development of the vaccines are built on existing research from previous coronaviruses like MERS and SARS-1. As COVID-19 vaccines are approved for their broad use in the population, be reassured that they will continue to be monitored to identify any adverse events. Your safety is our top priority. Vaccines bring us closer. Choose to get vaccinated.
And of course, it's Good Morning Grenada. Yes, truly, Gary, Mr. Smooth. All right, so we got the results from last evening. I started off earlier on by stating, somebody commented on the live that I have a fake accent, U.S. accent. I've never heard that before. A little easy. Anyway, I have an accent, but oh gosh. Anyways, all right, let's go to the Brian Griffith Groovy finalists, and let me get rid of my radio accent and probably try and sing a little more dialect. You understand? Let's go to the. Speaking to someone who was there, said that they were really surprised there were some surprise inclusions and omissions. But I'll let you be the judge and jury yourself. All right, so here is a list in no particular order. Papa Jerry, yeah, he's in the finals. EC, Charles Emmanuel Dixon, Samantha Dixon. All right, Hossa Bouquet, Royalty. Little Jello has made it into the finals. Congratulations to Jello. Sculler and Pappy Boy. All right, Finley and Damien. Yeah, they are into the finals. Rashid Julian. All right, that's Crave. Sobriquet Crave. Leslie Modest, aka Brother B. Abigail Moraine. Abby Moraine, she's in the finals. Kellen and Kelson, you all know them as Looney Spark and Electrify. And Showen Paul, Mr. Walker has also made it into the finals, and so has Andrew Hits Phillips. Mr. Man hits himself. Those are all the names of the finalists for the Brian Griffith Groovy Finals. Congratulations to all those making it to the final round of the Groovy competition. Tonight is the Power Soca. All right, Trevor Friday Power Soca Mona competition, and this one is going to be going to be fire. I can assure you of that. So make sure you all be a part of that. But we got to wrap it up. Unfortunately, we got to go. It's been a pleasure. As for those of you who are wondering where Missy Chrissy is, she is a little bit under the weather. She was unable to join me here this morning. But thank you guys. Saying goodbye to our viewers on GBN TV and on Facebook. Catch me over on Hot 98. We're going to continue with the program right here on K105. And that's it for Good Morning Grenada. Bye. Have a blessed one indeed. Take care now.